Hi guys, I'm Megan Graham, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to do the Get to Know Me tag questions. So I actually haven't looked over these questions. I've got them on my phone, and I thought it would be kind of fun to share a little bit about myself. I live in Boston. I have my own business in Boston. It's an award-winning hair salon. I also produce beauty products, and there's a lot more to me, but just wanted to get to the questions. First question is, what is your middle name? Graham is actually my middle name. My real name is Megan Graham Kelly, and I started using the name Graham as my last name when I started my first salon. So I wanted to name it with the name Beauty as the end, and Megan Kelly Beauty just didn't sound right. Megan Graham Beauty did sound right. I knew I would eventually want to have my own product line as well, so I wanted to name it something that was catchy and that I could use long term. So fun fact, actually my last name is Kelly. Most people don't know that. My favorite subject in high school. My favorite subject in high school was definitely art. I have always had such a passion for art, and what I do now with creating beauty in women is definitely really part of that. So I've always loved creating things. I've loved just interpreting things, and I've always been a really creative person. So I think when I was in college, it was really difficult to think about what I might do for a living, because what do you do for a living when you were an art major? Kind of a difficult one, but that was really how I went into the field of beauty. I felt like every woman was my canvas, and my medium could be makeup, it could be hair color, it could be just advising on the things that work the best for people, but just really bringing an artistic eye to people's everyday looks. What is my favorite drink? My favorite drink is definitely tequila. I actually drink it on the rocks with an orange slice. I love George Clooney's brand of tequila, which is Casamigos, and I pretty much drink it wherever I go. If I'm not drinking tequila, I'm drinking Pellegrino, and I still like that with an orange slice. What is your favorite song at the moment? I would actually have to say Pachelbel's Canon. What would I, or what will I name my children? So I'm actually, another fun fact, I'm not planning on having children. I'm 44 and I met my husband 5 years ago, and definitely could have had kids, but I'm so busy with my beauty business and other things in my life, and my husband and I travel back and forth between Aspen, and I'm just one of those people that feels like not every single person has to have a child. If I did have a child, I feel like my child would be crammed into the busyness of my life, and I feel like it's really important to spend your time with your kids, so I live vicariously through other people's kids. Have you ever participated in any sports? So I've basically played every sport, and that's not something that most people would know about me, but in high school I was actually, oh my gosh, let me just think. I played varsity soccer, varsity tennis, I was captain of the ski team, I was on 2 different ski teams, and I also rode horses competitively. I raced mountain bikes, and I kind of have toyed in so many other things as well. So my sport of choice now is that I'm actually a WBFF bikini pro, and I've been lifting weights since I was about 18 years old. So I'm 44, and I always attribute the fact that I've stayed basically young and looking as good as I possibly could into my 40s, because I've always incorporated weightlifting into my life. So anyway, weightlifting is my sport of choice now, although I do still horseback ride as well. Oh, and my husband owns a ski shop in Aspen, so I also still ski quite a bit. What is my favorite book? I mean, I have so many favorite books. I would say that a book that really changed my life was a book called Why Men Love Bitches. So sorry, I'm swearing as part of the title, but my friend Nikki gave it to me probably about, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, probably about 7 years ago. And I remember when she gave me the book, I thought it was the most stupid looking book I had ever seen, and why would anybody ever read it? And I wound up reading it, and it really changed the way that I looked at dating. And I think it's probably one of the reasons that I met my husband. It really wasn't about being a B word. It was about really like taking control of your own life, deciding what's important to you, and not being a doormat and not being a pushover. So I really love that book. There's so many other favorites. I love The Chronicles of Narnia. I love a book called The Artist's Way, and it's all about engaging your creativity and not being afraid to try new things. So there's many different books that I love. Okay, what is your favorite color? Is black a color? Because I would definitely say black. And if you hear whining in the background, that would be my Yorkshire Terrier, because my husband is fixing up our condo today and he just went to the hardware store and Lola is just like despondent. She's like splayed out like that, just looking at the door waiting for him to come back. What is my favorite animal? Okay, this is definitely a tie. I would say my favorite animal for sure it would be dogs, but I also love horses. They're both so different, and as much as I love horses, there's always like a slight fear because they can kick you and kill you in a second. But I grew up with horses. I actually grew up on a farm, so I've been around animals. We had chickens and ducks and all sorts of things, so that was just a part of my upbringing, but I am definitely crazy about my dogs for sure. What is my favorite perfume? So a lot of people probably don't know about this, but I actually have an extreme sensitivity to fragrance, and up until a few years ago, I loved fragrance, but I had a pretty nasty encounter with a luxury rental building that I lived in, and it made me really sick, and it actually increased my sensitivity to fragrance. So I actually can't stand fragrance, and I can't be around people that wear fragrance. So I am one of those people that I would probably think was annoying, but I can actually have like a severe allergic reaction to it. So unfortunately, as much as I used to love fragrance, I don't love fragrance anymore. I can do a few essential oils, but no synthetic fragrance. What is my favorite holiday? I would have to say Valentine's Day, and I guess the reason that I love Valentine's Day so much is just that I love my husband so much, and it's such a nice day to celebrate. I think it can be a really stressful day, and it can be a day where you just like celebrate your friends and you celebrate any kind of love that you have in your life. But I really like to celebrate that day with my husband, and I don't think that there's the same sort of expectations that we have on some of the other holidays. Okay, whoa. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your holiday whoa, let's go back it up. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. I don't think anybody's childhood should be rated, but I had a great childhood. We lived at the end of a dirt road, and we got a lot of like cool outdoor opportunities, and I played sports, and I had a lot of good friends, and I had a great mom, and it wasn't perfect like anything, but I think it was exactly the experience that I needed, and I'm super appreciative for that. Have you ever been out of the country? Yes, I've been out of the country. I've been actually not that many different countries, but let's see. I went to Paris when I was younger for a day because my dad was an airline pilot, and basically I could fly for free, so I flew to Paris for the day once, and I didn't tell anybody, and it was really fun. I've been to Bermuda, I've been to Canada, I've been to Greece, I've been to London. I think that's all the countries I've been to. Do I speak any other languages? Nope. I have taken French, and I've also taken German, and I feel like when I took German in college, it was my freshman year, and I just tried to speak English with a German accent and pass it off as German, and the professor knew. Do I have any siblings? I do. I have, so I was actually one of 4. I have an older brother named Jamie. I think he's like 4 years older than I am. I have an older sister. Her name is Cassie. She's 7 years older than I am. And I had a little brother named Ian who would be 3 years younger than I am. And when I was 26 and he was 22, he actually died in an accident. So he's still my brother. He's not here, but he is the source of a lot of my inspiration, and he's definitely one of the best people I ever knew in my entire life. All right, and then on to a different question, which is a little bit lighter. What is my favorite store? I'm like stumped. I'm glad I didn't read these questions. I would say that my favorite store is James Purse. I love James Purse because they have super comfortable clothes, and everything is like machine washable, but it looks really good on. So I'm a big, like, very, just like a nice slim pair of jeans, great pair of boots, and then a really nice t-shirt, and they just have great t-shirts and comfy things, and they're just my favorite. Even like I have like beautiful form-fitting dresses from them, and they just look so good because as long as you do your weightlifting and you keep yourself in shape, your clothes look good. What is my favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant is a restaurant that is in Boston. It's called Sorolina, and it is just the most beautiful restaurant I've ever been to. Everything is white. Everyone that works there is just amazing. They think of everything before you even think that you need it. And the food is always impeccable. It's so good. So we're actually going there tomorrow for my husband's birthday. Did I like school? Did I like school? That's a tough one. Parts of it I liked. I was extremely shy growing up. So I don't know if I liked school. I think I was so afraid of the other kids sometimes. And elementary school was fine. Junior high and high school were like definitely really tough for me. So I actually experienced like a fair amount of bullying in high school, and I just wanted to go, I wanted to go home. I didn't know how to deal with it, and at the time, so I'm older than probably lots of people that watch my videos, but I graduated from high school in 1995, and I remember going to our guidance counselor and telling her that somebody was really harassing me in school, and they were just being mean, and it was embarrassing, and I was too shy to stick up for myself, and she just said, you know, there's nothing I can do, sorry. So yeah, no, I really didn't like school. I wouldn't go back. I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. I liked college, but I didn't like high school at all, and I would never, you couldn't pay me enough to go back to high school. All right, who are some of my favorite YouTubers? I watch different videos. I watch, let's see, I watch Catherine Manning a lot. I like her videos on YouTube. I think they're super interesting. I bounce around to a lot of other YouTubes. I actually don't watch as much YouTube as I should. I get on it for different how-tos and things like that, and I'm kind of getting into it, but I feel like I'm just getting into following different people. And I love to watch people that teach me about how to make YouTubes, because I feel like anything that you immerse yourself in, you get a lot better at, and I'm looking to get better at it because I think it's really fun, and I love to bring the knowledge that I have for beauty to other people. Okay, what is my favorite movie? This probably sounds so funny, but I loved the movie Wonder Woman. I thought it was so good. What are some of my favorite TV shows? So I got introduced to Netflix, and it's so addicting. I feel like it's definitely been a little bit of a time lapse where I start watching and then I forget what I'm doing, but I love I love the show The Vampire Diaries. I love the originals. I love Gossip Girl. I don't know, there's a bunch of different shows that I like. Oh, PC or Mac, obviously. I don't even know how I ever owned a PC, because I feel like it's the worst thing you could possibly use. No offense if you love PCs, but once you get a Mac, it's so much easier and you can actually do things that you want to do. If you have a Mac and you want to edit a video, just learn how to edit a video. The directions are easy. You don't have to learn 50,000 commands. So 100% I am a Mac user. I love my Mac. What phone do I have? Obviously I'm a Mac user, so I have an iPhone. I think I have like the iPhone X, and it's great. It does everything I need it to do. It's like I'm probably just as addicted to my phone as anybody else. How tall am I? I am 5 feet 5 inches. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have 3 Yorkshire Terriers. They are I call them my Yorkshire terrorists. This is Poppy, and Lola is too busy whining over by the door. She's like just still flat out waiting for Jeff. And then I have a boy named Alfie, and they're all amazing. So anyway, this was super fun to do. Some of these questions stumped me way more than I was expecting, so that was kind of interesting. But thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and please comment below and let me know if you enjoyed this. I just wanted to let you guys get to know me a little bit, and I never really know what people would like to hear about, so anyway, it was really fun doing this, and I look forward to making another video for you guys soon. Poppy says, stay healthy and stay beautiful.